the other one will run from wall to wall the property line of the house. And then they have a small patio in back for the ivy room. But that's predominantly drinks. When we do parties for them, it would be on the inside, which we recently expanded to 180 plus seats. So it's pretty big.
That's awesome.
It's pretty big.
Our whole folklore class is going to come back now.
Yeah, there you go.
We've heard nothing but great things about this place. We had to get down here.
Yeah, you'll love it. I mean, the ambiance is just phenomenal.
It's so cool.
Even with losing the fireplaces in the summertime, it's great here. I mean, it really feels like
The
you're at a
interior
lodge.
is really nice.
Yeah, they did a great job. The owners, they conceptualized everything, and the builders, they have actually built this out from the ribs. They gutted the whole building, and they did all the woodwork themselves. It's phenomenal.
So
chairs were made by Amish woodworkers. The bar tops and the bar over there was all reclaimed barnwood from Door County that Amish workers refinished and redid. Tables, Amish woodworkers. It's pretty extensive.
I came here in the winter and it was really cozy.
Yeah, it's super comfortable.
Yeah,
I mean,
really
even the river rocks that they pulled down for the fireplace space were all from Door County. We try to keep it all as local as possible.
Yeah.
Even the guy who does the taxidermy work, Door County.
Do you guys have Badger on the menu?
We do not have badger.
Maybe that's a good thing.
You know,
Yeah, I think it might take some ridicule here.
I wanted to put bear on the menu, but Wisconsin has a law against eating certain types of animals in a commercial aspect, and we couldn't do it, so that was a little disappointing. Yeah, we do have wild boar. That's one product that doesn't come from here, but it does come from Texas, and the range, even though it is fenced, I think it's 16,000 acres or something like that. The animals, they run wild and they're hunted, so it's as close to wild boar as you can get. They're not fed anything alternative. They completely forage for their food until they're hunted, and then it's out of Texas, as I said, and then they ship them to us. So the buffalo is from either Wyoming or North Dakota, depending on which batch we get. The lamb is domestic lamb. A lot of people like to use the New Zealand. I find it to be a little sweeter, and it doesn't marry well with the local beers. So we try and bring everything in as local as possible.
Do you ever work directly with the vendors, or is that someone else, or do the chefs usually kind of check out?
I work directly with the vendors and try and get them to source products as close as possible. But the best wild game preserve in America is in Texas, just because they have a huge amount of land to work with. Their laws allow that a little more than a lot of other states. A lot of other states tightly control these type of things and don't let you export.
Where you've worked in California, have they also tried to stay local? Is that more?
Yeah, California. I mean, Chez Panisse with Alice Waters started the farm-to-table movement in America. In France, it's always been that way. And most of the European countries, that's pretty much the way it is, just from expedience, transportation, and whatnot, the freshness of the product. Here in France, you can still go to the farmer's market and have animals sitting in there, which we could never get away with here just because of health laws and everything, even though it's perfectly safe. We can never do it because we're much stricter. We have the most tightly controlled food chain in the world, which is a good thing, so we're not killing lots and lots of people like Van Cow did. That was a horrible thing that happened in Britain, and it's Europe started it, but certain places in California brought it to America and made it fashionable. Before, in the 80s when I first started cooking food, everything had a cream sauce on it. Everything had one vegetable. It was all mono-dimensional, and it was like here, here, and here. You might as well put them in those little school trays. So Alice, she started sourcing everything local, and even though she's in Berkeley, which is considered big city, it's right there on the Bay Area, but it's everything right outside. It doesn't take very far outside the city limits before you get to where all the farms are. So she started the movement. Then a guy who worked for her, Jeremiah Tower, ran Stars in San Francisco, which I worked for. He kind of took it to the mainstream because Stars was huge, whereas Chez Panisse is small. And you want to talk cooks in the kitchen, Chez Panisse, they'll have 45, 50 in that small space. It's insane. And then Thomas Keller, Joseph Keller, both took it through the roof. Thomas Keller is obviously French Laundry. It's best restaurant in the world.
Yeah.
By far.
Do you have a favorite restaurant in Madison?
Yeah, 43 North. If I'm going out, of course, my restaurant. But yeah, if I'm going out, I'm obviously not going to come where I work.
Yeah.
So 43 North, Morimoto's. I love sushi. California guys love my sushi, but 43 North is usually my go-to place.
Is there any sushi on this menu? You don't know.
We're trying to stay true to Dork
Yeah.
County as much as possible.
Yeah.
The fish that we do have is mostly Deer Dork's fish fry, which is a huge tradition for the Wisconsinites.
Yes, you've fried
I'd never heard of it before until I came here.
Really?
But yeah,
Really?
but yeah. So
That seems so bizarre to me. Just
Everyone did that.
Friday fish fry
No,
every
no.
Friday of my
yeah, when I started a tap house before we opened this place, and they first said it's fish fry Friday. I'm like, what's that? I heard of fish boil, like cooked in New Orleans. But I heard of fish boil, but it's fish fry. I'm like, well, I'll tell you what it is.
we love it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fish in one night.
Well, actually, on a different note, we had talked about, is there like a certain uniform or dress wear that's changed where you've gone, or is like,
Yeah, California's more formal. It's
Okay.
more formal. It's chef's jackets, white apron all the time. When it gets dirty, you change it. Usually chalk stripe chef's pants, kitchen clogs, and everybody dresses the same. Whereas here, everyone kind of buy their own pants. It's still chef wear usually, but
Yeah.
they buy their own pants. I mean, a non-button-down coat, and it's
Yeah.
a little more or less formal.
was there, when, do you ever get like huge stains on it and you have to, like you said, you change the aprons, but if you ever get it on like the shirt when you used to go out and like greet the customers all the time, do that?
Oh no, if you're going out to you go out to eat.
Okay.
What are kitchen clogs? They're just
They're basically non-slip rubber clogs that resist stain and slipping. They slip on and slip off, so just your typical clogs.
yeah. Guess that wraps it up for me.
Yeah.
The clogs finished it for you.
That's all we need.
Okay.
So,
That's because my grandfather was born just south of Denmark. I demand clogs.
I need my cooking. Okay, well, thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
So we can just in this.
Yeah. We'll just be showing it in class. I should actually get some good publicity for the restaurant.
Yeah,
here.
definitely.
And hopefully we'll get some more people down.